Hey everybody, Blugoblin here. Thank you for joining me for my comic book review for this week of March 2015. Boy, have I got a lot to talk about this particular episode. I apologize for the lateness in here. There was something I was going to do for the end of this review, but I chose not to do it due to the fact that, due to some jackass leaking something out online that they had no business leaking out. Oh well, it is what it is. I got DC, Marvel, and we're going to end it with Independence, and for a good reason. We're going to start with DC, starting off with Batgirl, number 40. The cover's the main reason why I bought this book. But I also bought this book because I was genuinely intrigued on where they were going to go after I saw that cliffhanger in issue 39. And here we are. It turns out that this algorithm or program in Barbara's computer that claims to be the real Barbara Gordon is kind of telling the truth. Now what I mean by that, minor spoilers here, is that this program that in this computer that she believes is Barbara Gordon was actually created by Barbara while she was recuperating after she got shot by the Joker so long ago. But it's like the way Barbara deals with this program, I've seen storytelling like that. I've seen an angle resolution done like that thousands of times. So it's nothing original. But it was good to see how Barbara deals with it. I got to see just a little piece of the Barbara Gordon that I like, the Batgirl that I like, the one that isn't so attached to social media, and the one who actually uses detective skills and goes out and kicks some ass. Now that's Batgirl. I also did like the fact that Barbara and Dinah finally truly patched things up, and I'm like, for God's sakes, it's about fucking time you did that. But all in all, this was not bad. This was not bad. Considering the fact that earlier on in this series I was considering dropping it because it was so bad, they found a way. DC and the writers of this series have found a way to keep me intrigued just a little while longer. And don't even get me started on that Joker variant cover bullshit controversy. Don't even get me started. I don't want to fucking talk about it right now. But, oh, by the way, Batgirl number 40 gets a 3.5 out of 5. Excuse me. Moving on to Batgirl Endgame number 1. I was thinking about reviewing this without saying anything, because since there is only one word of dialogue in this entire book, and that's phew. That is literally the only word you see in this book. This is a dialogue-less issue. And you'd be surprised how well that works with this particular kind of story. The artwork tells the entire story. The panels, the characterization, the facial expressions, everything is done well. I actually enjoyed this better than I did issue 40 of the regular series. I bought this out of sheer morbid curiosity. I just wanted to know, where were they going with this? And I liked it so much, I bought it. And I thought they did a really good job with it. Batgirl, yeah, kind of using the smartphone technology and everything, but still using her detective skills and being able to think on her feet right at the spur of the moment, dealing with this Joker play that's going around in Burnside and in Gotham and everything. Really, really well done. This was an awesome book. I give it a 4. We're ending DC off with Green Lantern New Guardians number 40. This is the end of the series. It all ends here. All I can say is, go ahead and cancel it, because toward the end of the series, it just didn't really feel like a Green Lantern related series. Might as well should have just called this White Lanterns towards the end. And like the way the direction this series went, you should have canceled New Guardians a long time ago and relaunched it relaunched the same storytelling with a White Lantern's title. That's what this felt like. But still, really good. Really good. I like that the ending of this series was giving birth to the White Lantern Corps. Minor spoiler there. Just really good. Really good. And another thing I did like here is that when Kyle when he created the rings and sent them out, you would think, oh, you're probably going to send them out to his buddies or something like that, or people we already know. No. This new White Lantern Corps is a completely new set of characters. I'm intrigued by that. It's just a shame that we're probably not going to see much of them now, but not bad. The series ended on a high note for me. Not bad at all. Really good stuff. And the stuff with Carol and Kyle at the end of the book, I thought it was nice. Thought it was really good. I give it a 3.5. Alright, we're moving on to Marvel. Starting Marvel off with all new X-Men 39. This is chapter 5 of the Black Vortex. Young Cyclops is back on the team. And everybody's reaction is, big whoop. I like that they don't exactly open their arms up and welcome Scott back. They're immediately questioning him, why did you abandon us? Why did you run out on us? And Cyclops is like, I wanted to be with my dad. And I really don't blame him. I mean, it's just, it is what it is. But it's like this, other than that, this book really didn't do that much for me. It's like they come up with a plan, they split up, and then that's it. That's pretty much all this was. This just sort of felt like a filler issue. It's like, get everybody caught up, have them make up a plan, and then boom, move on to the next part. That's just what this felt like. Not really that great, but still, could have been worse. Yeah, it is what it is, and I'll be nice and I'll give it a 3. 3 out of 5. Okay, going on to The Amazing Spider-Man number 716.1. 16.1 for all you perfectionists out there. Look, fuck this new numbering system. As far as I'm concerned, from here to the end of time, they can renumber this all they want. I'm going to keep up with the traditional numbering. This is number 716.1. This is part 1 of Spiral. Jerry Conway. Oh my God, I cannot begin to tell you how refreshing this book was. Dan Slott does have his good moments. He really does. I will give him that. But when he writes garbage, it's fucking painful. And this felt so refreshing. This felt like an old-fashioned, old-school issue of Amazing Spider-Man done right. Fan-fucking-tastic. This is good stuff. Tombstone's being arrested for crime number 474 that he's committed or what the fuck ever, and he gets out on it. Big shock. Yeah, I know. So, police officer Dynamite, I can't pronounce her name, but she's like, okay, time to quit being a cop and start being a vigilante. So she pulls out the old Wraith costume, and her and Spidey do their own form of investigation and everything. It's just really, really good stuff. I really enjoyed this. Just awesome, awesome, awesome work. And Jerry Conway, kudos to him because he got me to give a damn about Mr. Negative. Mr. Negative! A villain I didn't hardly give 2 fucks about. Jerry Conway actually had me interested in him. Who knew? This was awesome. Fucking amazing stuff. I loved it. I give it a 4. Moving on to all new Captain America number 5. I'm going to be honest with you. This issue disappointed me. Rick Remender, he does do a good job with the writing. And of course, I always like Stuart Imonen's work when it comes to stuff like this. But this issue really just peeved me. I mean, it just rubbed me the wrong way. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't bad. It's just that I'm going to spoil the hell out of this book here. The guy who got his throat slit in issue 2 is somehow alive again. And they said, oh, it was because of some sort of gel that was in my armor. No, what saved Nomad's life was plot convenience and editorial demand. That's what fucking saved his life. That was bullshit. I literally facepalmed myself and went, are you fucking serious? That is such a lame-ass way of resurrecting a character. Fucking stupid. But the rest of the stuff in here, the action was good for what it was, and the big cliffhanger or the big ending at the end of the issue, I don't know. I really can't feel an emotional response to what happened at the end of the book, considering the bullshit that they did with Nomad. It's like, okay, how am I supposed to feel? There is another casualty at the end of the book. I will say that. I'm not going to say who it was. But why am I supposed to give a damn about this casualty when you just foolishly and in a very weak fashion retconned a casualty that we suffered earlier in the series? Why should I give a fuck when you retcon Nomad's death in the way you did it? Why should I fucking care now about another character's death? Why should I care? This was a huge mistake, Marvel. It's like, if you want to bring Nomad back, fine. But you should have done it in a much more explanative way, and in not such a lazy way, too. This was just... The more I think about it, the more it pisses me off. This could have been so much better than it was. I give it a 2.5. Average read at best. Going on to Guardians Team Up number 3. This is chapter 6 of the Black Vortex. This is the Guardians teaming up with Ronan the Accuser. Okay. This actually wasn't bad. But I'm still not feeling this entire storyline as much as I should be. You know I sound like a broken record, and I apologize for that, but it's still another one of Marvel's big event stories where we have heroes versus heroes, where the main antagonists, who should be focused on as the main antagonists, are just an afterthought sometimes in the background. Yeah, it's just more of the shit involving who submits to the Black Vortex, who's using the power, and you got Beast, Gamora, and Angel, basically just saying their dicks are longer than everybody else's, and it's just... But there is a nice twist in here involving the Black Vortex. Somebody else submits to it, but they don't go batshit crazy like Hank, Gamora, and Warren did. Not bad. This wasn't bad, but still, it's another one of these kinds of stories. I'll be nice and I'll give it a 3. Moving on to Princess Leia number 2. It's a continuation of the storyline. Leia is going around looking for other survivors of the planet Alderaan. I think some of the people of that lost planet are aware that Alderaan was destroyed, but there are also some Alderaanian people who are not aware of it. And Leia and her companion Evan, I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name right or not, but they're going around looking for all these people because Leia feels responsible for Alderaan's demise. She even has flashbacks to her childhood of Alderaan. And there was a very fucking awesome moment where Leia believes that she sees something, but it turns out to be just a simple little hallucination for a split second. But I dare not spoil what it was she thought she saw. But very nicely done there. Mark Waid's just killing it with the writing in here. This is really, really good stuff. But it ends with one of those big da kind of endings, like, oh shit kind of moments there, and it's just really good stuff. This was amazing. I give it a 4. Okay, we're going on to the Unbeatable Squirrel-Girl number 3. This is good shit. I still think this is Marvel's response to Harley Quinn. I really honestly do. It's like, hey, DC's got a goofy series that everybody seems to love and thinks is fun, so let's do one with Squirrel Girl. Okay, let's do it. So they did it, and, big shock. It's really good. Squirrel Girl is getting ready for her big fight, her big eventual showdown with Galactus, and she even forms like a sign language for Galactus, and I'm like, that's not real, but okay. But she gets interrupted, I should say, by Whiplash. This is just fun shit. It's like she gets uber pissed off because Whiplash tore up her Galactus trading card, and she's like, oh, it is so on. This is just fun shit. Really, really fun stuff. I loved it. It's great. But then again, don't take it seriously. It's a joke, but it's a good joke. It's a funny joke. It'll make you laugh. It'll make you feel good. It's good stuff. A 3.5. Going on to Wolverines number 11. This is Fang playing around with X23, with Laura. Yeah. Not much happens in here, you know. The best thing that happens in here involves Lady Deathstrike and Shogun. That, to me, was some of the best stuff in the book. And, of course, Mystique's having her own plans. She's got her own agenda and everything. And there are actually some people calling her out saying, hey, you just want to do this because you're afraid of what Fang's going to do when he comes for you and shit like that. But it kind of ends on... It kind of has a very awkward cliffhanger. It's like... You ever been in that situation where you're talking about somebody and that certain somebody just happens to show up as you're talking about it? It's one of those kinds of endings. But all in all, yeah, this wasn't bad. This wasn't bad. I give it a 3. There you go. Wolverines number 11. Alright. Now we're going on to the independents. You know. Man, have I got a lot to talk about. We're going to start with Dynamite. Issue 2 of Legendary Red Sonja. Now, you read the first issue. You saw who Sonja ran into. None other than the Bride of Frankenstein. But we also get like this little backstory about her and everything. Woo! And they're on this mission to track down the creator. And he's called Victor. You know where this is going, folks. You know, Dr. Frankenstein and all that shit. He's given this kind of burly kind of look. He kind of looks kind of brawny. Yeah, he's kind of got that semi-shortish long hair. You know, but he's got this like really, really douchebaggy persona about him. And I'm like, okay, go somewhere with this. Some good swashbuckling storytelling in here. Really good stuff. I love how Sonja was able to track this guy's ship down. I like that. I thought that was really cool. But I'm not going to go into detail because I don't want to ruin everything. But, man, the cliffhanger at the end of the issue. God damn. Okay, Mark Andreyko, I still hate your fucking guts for what you did to Batwoman. There's no getting around that, and you're never going to be able to convince me otherwise that what you did to Batwoman was a good idea. You're never going to convince me of that. But I will give you credit on this. This is good shit. I thought this was really good. Solid read. I enjoyed it. And that fucking cliffhanger. Damn. I want to read the next issue that much more. This was good. I give it a 4. Red Sonja Vulture Circle number 3. Yeah, I'm a Red Sonja fanatic here. It started with Gail Simone, and now I'm just getting all over Red Sonja. That sounded wrong. But Collins, Lieberman, and Cassis, they do a great job with this. This is the next part. Sonja is trying to pick up the pieces after their defeat in the last issue. But she's still bound and determined to train these women to become the ruthless warriors that she can see them to be. We're starting to see more and more of Sonja's age. The artwork in here is getting better, in my opinion, especially when it's showing Sonja's age. You're starting to see some more wrinkles, some more gray in the hair, but she's still got some of that trademark red hair that makes her the red-headed she-devil. That makes her Red Sonja. We get more flashbacks. She has more conversations. But she's come up to the point of kind of desperation here. She goes and meets with a goddess who won't help her unless she makes a deal with her. So Sonja makes a deal with her. And all I can say is, what the hell? Where are you going with this? Oh, you got my attention now. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm anxious to know where this is going. This was great. This was a good read. I enjoyed it. It's fucking awesome. But man, the ending of this book, with what Sonja does, oh man. I don't know where to go with that. This was good. I'd give it a 4. And now, the moment I think all of you have been waiting for. And I know a lot of my fellow brethren here when it comes to this particular franchise. You know who I'm talking to. Deadpoolzilla. Chris, TheMtVernonKid. Hope you're watching this, bro, because I watched your review on it. Here we go, folks. And here's a big surprise. This is my pick of the week for a damn good reason. IDW's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 44. Where the fuck do I begin? Eastman. Waltz. You guys got balls. You guys got some serious balls to do what you did in here. And Chris was absolutely right in his review when he talked about this, because I saw this too. I'm sure everybody's just blown this all up all over the internet, but I'm going to try my best to keep this with minimal spoilers at best. Yes, there seems to be a casualty in here. And when I saw what happened in here, I immediately started getting flashes of Jason Todd, Death in the Family, back in the 80s. You know, I also got visions of Wolverine Old Man Logan, number 70. Yeah, I got visions of that as well in here. It made me think of it. Now, am I saying it's exactly similar? No. But it made me think of it. And I had been tweeting and saying all over online that this issue will be remembered for years to come. And I truly believe that. This book easily gets a 5 out of 5, but not for the reasons you think. This is one of those occasions where you look at a comic book and when you read and when you see what you see in here. I actually had to read this twice to fully comprehend what the fuck happened in here. Not only do you have the turtles dealing with Shredder and Krang, well, 3 of the turtles anyway, you also got something going on with another one of the turtles that I don't want to get into because I don't want to ruin everything for it. But everything in here, it just screams just tension, turmoil, controversy, and casualty, drama. This has everything a much talked about comic book has going for it. The writing is solid. The artwork is incredible. The drama, the direction, the plot, the pacing, everything in this book works. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. A pick of the week means it's the book I enjoyed reading the most, and it also should be known as the book that leaves the biggest impression. And to me, this is without a doubt the bravest in terms of writing. This is the most solidly brave issue of this entire series as far as writing is concerned. I will never forget TMNT number 44. Much like I will never forget Wolverine Old Man Logan number 70. Much like I will never forget Batman 428 when Batman picks up Jason Todd's dead body. There are certain books that last throughout the ages that you will never forget because of something monumental that happens in it. And this is a great example of that. Now you're thinking, this book still gets the 5 out of 5 for me because it left an impression. It hit me right here. It made me think and it made me feel. It connected to me both times that I read it. And that's rare in comic books nowadays. When you got people spoiling the shit out of everything online. When you got people leaking out photos. And speaking of that, That's the one problem I have with this storyline, with what happened in here. Some jackass out there online decided it would be a good idea to leak out photos of the next issue, completely ruining the possible dramatic consequences that this issue gave us. Everybody's thinking one specific thing happened in here that will change the course of Ninja Turtles forever. And it was fucking ruined by a couple of jackasses online who thought it'd be a funny idea to leak out images from the next issue. Way to fucking ruin it. Whoever leaked those photos, fuck you. Because had you not have done it, had those photos had not leaked online, this would have been made an even bigger impression. Because you would have to, you would be going to yourself, I've got to read the next issue. Where can they possibly go from here after what happened at the end of the book? I actually almost shed tears over what I saw in this book. A fucking Ninja Turtles book, for God's sakes. Think about that. Now, did I spoil for you what happened in here like IGN or so many other people did? No. Because I truly want you guys to go out there, pick this issue up, read it, and let it hit you right here. Because God damn it, I know it will. 5 out of 5. Do not ever forget Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue number 44. Because I know I never will. I will never forget this book as long as I live. Thank you everybody for watching this review. Please subscribe to Blugoblin01. Go check out Blugoblin X for Midtown Comic Stashes. I'm fixing to do a couple of videos for that channel. Jennifer and I are working on some more stuff for Arkham Asylum Studio, so go check out that channel. Please subscribe. Give my bro, TheMtVernonKid, some love. Don't forget Deadpoolzilla and Brandon Hex. Hex has been doing some videos here, some really good ones here lately. One in particular, I liked his Giant Size XMen video. I thought that was really good. Thanks for watching, everybody. I am Groot. I'll see y'all later.